So Perfumology has a brand new fragrance. It's called Boutique. I had a chance to visit last Wednesday. I tried this fragrance for the first time and I was pleasantly surprised by how it smells. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over this brand new release which captures the scent of the Perfumology Boutique in Philadelphia. So make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I give you my thoughts on Boutique by Perfumology, and of course we have the reimagined presentation here, these bottles with the silhouette on the inside of the glass, the wooden caps, the Perfumology logo, and even the Liberty Bell at the bottom is just phenomenal, and they are some of the nicest looking bottles in the store now. I do want to start the video off first by saying that if you're a fan of this type of content, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and please give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. So, of course, I couldn't display this aspect of the presentation because it's an outer sleeve with this perforated seam, and once you pull it off, you kind of have like this piece of cardboard here that I think one would just dispose, but it does have on the back the notes and a brief description on the fragrance. So this is a 60 ml bottle, and it says long days working at our perfumery creates a unique atmosphere that changes over time depending on our customers' tastes. Boutique is inspired by that shifting aura, fruity floral with a woody white musk base. This is what we smell like, spending a lot of time at Perfumology. And of course, with this particular fragrance, from what Nir told me, and Nir is the owner of the boutique, he and his mom own the boutique, the perfumer Justin Federico actually did a GCMS of the store, and they wanted to capture certain vibes from the store. I think, Nir told me there was a leather wristwatch that he wears often, and the scents kind of get stuck on his wrist, and they did a GCMS of that, and they have the beautiful wooden floors and just captured the aesthetic of being in the boutique, and this is the scent that kind of follows you home. So red apple and Redolessence, grapefruit, amber, white flowers, jasmine, dry woods, vanilla, magnolia, musk, cedarwood, and orris are what you can expect from this fragrance. I'm looking forward to giving you my thoughts on the smell. Let's start things off with a quick look at the presentation first. So right in the opening of this fragrance, you are going to get a juicy apple note. And the apple in this is fleeting, but while it's in there for the first 20-30 minutes, oh, it's so nice, it's enjoyable, it's ripe, it conveys its juicy, fruity aura, and I think it's really well done. And he told me that initially the red apple was not going to be there, and it added dimension and personality and this sort of non-linearity to the fragrance. And I gotta be honest, I really love that red apple in the opening. So red apple and Redolessence, so it can be a little musky. You do have some fixatives in here. Grapefruit joins forces with the red apple, so at times it's fruity, at other times it's citric and tart. You also have amber, white flower, jasmine. White flower and jasmine of course go hand in hand. As far as the amber is concerned though, it's not medicinal, it's not overly balsamic. Yes, I am getting a touch of vanilla in here, so it's a sweeter leaning amber, but I wouldn't say this is an amber fragrance. For me, this is a woodsy fragrance. The cedarwood comes through, and of course that is, I think, one of the main aspects of the boutique is the wooden floors, and it does give you the impression of being in the boutique. The spices, I think, kind of convey a bit of a leathery vibe, and I said that to him the first time that I tried it in the store. I said something in here is making it smell leathery, and Nir agreed to it. As far as the orris goes, I don't get a whole lot of it, and that's because, from my experiences, orris has historically smelled like lipstick. It smells waxy, like a cosmetic bag. And of course, in terms of that white floral appeal, I think it marries the musky ingredients, so it just kind of conveys a sense of cleanliness. It just smells clean, serene, pure, so on and so forth. So I think it's a really nice contrast. The clean white florals, the dark cedarwood base, and then you have this sprightly apple and bergamot introduction. And I think the difference from the top to the heart to the base is what makes the non-linearity that much more obvious. Boutique by Perfumology. really, really interesting. And I really enjoy so many of their offerings. You know, the first one is Bliss, and Bliss is a beautiful fragrance. And of course, my favorite is Clutch, and I've been talking about Clutch for a very long time, but Grange is also very nice. Leima is very nice. Sudute is a beautiful tea-based fragrance. But now we have Boutique, and I commended Nir in person on, you know, his and Justin Federico's ability to craft and compose a fragrance that is, you know, starkly different from everything else that the brand has put out thus far. So check it out. They do have samples. All of the links are going to be down below. They are not affiliate links. This is not a sponsored video. I'm just trying to make things easier for my subscribers at home. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. So first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, for me personally, this is a unique fragrance. Cedarwood, apple. At times you think to yourself, is this going to smell like Hugo Boss, Boss Bottled, or which used to be called Boss number 6? No, it doesn't. Very, very different, thankfully. So there is that uniqueness there, but I can see how it can be worn in the same occasions as the Hugo Boss. In terms of the longevity, you can expect about 8 hours on skin. Projection was really good for the first 45 minutes. It radiated beyond an arm's length, I think on account of, you know, some of those top notes, specifically the grapefruit. It became an elbow's length scent right around hour 6, a skin scent right around hour 8. In terms of the versatility, perfectly unisex, I think. It doesn't really lean masculine. I thought maybe the cedarwood might convey that, but doesn't really lean too masculine. I think this one is great for formal occasions or casual scenarios as well. I can see this one doing really, really well in any season. The cedarwood and some of those heavier ingredients would make it great for the colder weather. The grapefruit, the apple, the musks, the white florals would make it great for the hotter weather. And I think this one is appropriate for anybody of any age. Presentation, an amazing upgrade. I mean, I know Nir has been working on this presentation for such a long time now, and it's comprised of so many different components, and I know he must be proud, and I'm certainly proud of him as well, and how far he's taken the brand. My final verdict on this fragrance is, if you're looking for an apple, white floral, and cedarwood type of a fragrance with a nice bit of freshness in it, check out Boutique by Perfumology. And of course, it goes without saying, if you're ever in the historical district of Philadelphia, definitely stop by the Boutique, try it for yourself, and try the many, many other brands that are available there. And there are always new brands to be explored, and existing brands are coming out with new fragrances. You know the deal. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any experience with Perfumology, or if you have any experience with this specific fragrance or any fragrance from the brand, drop your comments down below. Always love to hear from you. I love the interaction. And also, if you enjoyed this video or if you took anything of value from today's episode, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. Thanks again for watching. I love you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode.